morning. Welcome to our live stream. I have a quiz for you today with 10 questions about words that have been added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So the Merriam-Webster dictionary is the kind of like one of the most famous American dictionaries. And so every year they add new words to the dictionary because English is a language that is one that's constantly evolving, right? So every year they decide to add new words. This year for 2000, or last year, let's say, for 2024, they decided to add 200 new words. So yeah, I have a list of fun questions for us. As you can see, I am kind of very sick. So we'll do our quiz and I'll go back to bed. But I'm excited about this quiz. I think it will be nice. And I'm curious to see which of these words that you know already and don't know. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jen. I teach conversation English. I offer a quiz once a week. And I offer English lessons also once a week, and a lot of different content here and also on Instagram. But I'm trying to move everything over to here. So let's pop into our first question for today, and let's see what I've got for you. All right, let's see. First question is, what does the term creepy crawly refer to? And when was it first used? Okay, so this term creepy crawly, what does it mean? Was it A, a type of insect unwanted? A small type of unwanted insect, and it came into usage in the English language in 1857. Hello to whoever's joining. B, a harmless household plant, and that was in 1900, or C, a type of plant that grows on walls in around 1800. So which do you think is the correct answer? And what I think is really interesting about this one is creepy crawly is actually a word I know even from my childhood. But sometimes it takes, well, evidently a really long time for a word to somehow be established to the point that it gets included into the dictionary. So creepy crawly has been around for a long time. And so, yeah, so it's actually, the answer is a type of small unwanted insect, and it was first originally found in print somewhere in 1857, but it took till 2024 for it to be included into the American dictionary, the Webster's dictionary. Hello, Renee, you guessed V. Hello, thank you very much for making it. I'm happy to see you. So the answer is A. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm going to have a lot of nose blowing this morning. Pardon for that. Let's move on to B. Okay, Renee, it's our quiz today. This is a very personal lesson. So let's see. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, number 2. All right, I'm going to pull up my answers here as well, so I have additional information to share with you. What does the acronym? So acronym, these are when we have LOL, laughing out loud, or TGIF, thank God it's Friday. So what does the acronym FYP mean? Does it mean A, find your purpose, B, for you page, or C, for your privacy? And as a reminder, these are words that have been added into the Merriam-Webster dictionary for 2024. So these are 10 of those words. So what do you think? Renette, are you still here? So what do you think makes the most sense? For your purpose, find your purpose, for you page, or for your privacy? What do you think? For You page. I remember I have read you read it somewhere. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. So this time it is B. The FYP is the For You page, and this is the page that you see on YouTube or on Instagram, where you get things that are suggested to you because the algorithm takes a look and tries to see the things to show you things based on the stuff that you have watched or liked or commented on. And it's a curated page for you. All right, we'll move on to number 3, another term that has been added into the dictionary for this year. All right, what does the term late capitalism refer to? Late capitalism, is it a time of economic decline before transitioning to a new system? B, the current stage of capitalism marked by consumerism, inequality, and corporate dominance? Or is it C, excuse me, sorry. Sorry. A phase where capitalism shifts to a global digital economy. So what do you think, Renette? What is it? The term late capitalism. And let me see what else I have to add to this. Yeah, what can you tell me? What do you think? So a time for economic decline before transitioning to a new system. B, the current stage of capitalism marked by consumerism. Maybe C, but I don't know. Okay. Inequality and corporate dominance. C, a phase where capitalism shifts to a global and digital economy. So C, okay, that's what you guessed, which I think is a very logical answer, but it happens to be B again. The current state of capitalism marked by consumerism, inequality, and corporate dominance. So this is kind of like when capitalism gets out of hand, where we have a system that reduces people to consumers. We're no longer people, we're numbers, like what we sort of can bring to a company. Yeah, and it's all about profits. So this is what the system that we're in right now. Maybe it will shift to a global digital economy after this. Who knows? All right, so then let's move on to the next one. Yeah, just as a little bit of extra information, big companies dominate. We have Amazon and Google and Apple, and we have a lot of fast fashion. This is also kind of late capitalism types of things. All right, let's move to the next. And I bet, Renee, you're going to know this one. Let's see. Oops, wrong one. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so moving on. So what does the term nepo baby refer to? Is it A, a baby born in a foreign country? Is it B, a baby that is exceptionally talented? Or is it C, a child of wealthy or famous parents who benefits from their connections? Sorry. So what do you think that it is? A, B, or C? A nepo baby. So what do you think? A nepo baby. And then I have some examples. Maybe you have some for me as well then, if you wanted to add examples of a nepo baby. Let's see. Whoops. So, Renee, you're guessing C. Exactly. Yes, you're correct. And examples of nepo babies, Dakota Johnson, who's Don Johnson, and Melanie Griffith, I think is her name, daughter, or Brooklyn Beckham, Kaya Gerber, who was the daughter of Cindy Crawford. These are nepo babies. Sometimes they, and also like Gwyneth Paltrow, her parents were famous as well. So sometimes these people, they get jobs and it's like, okay, it's only because of their parents. And there's like a typical nepo baby. But sometimes, it's also the warranted that they get the jobs. So yeah, it can kind of go in different ways. The word is rooted in nepotism. And this nepo baby has become slang in the past couple of years and is now added to the dictionary for 2024. So now we're going to move to some Italian food that has gotten added into the dictionary this year. So here we go. Which Italian food was added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary this year? Was it, and I think it's pronounced, I always mix this up, bruschetta, burrata, or panna cotta? So which one of these Italian dishes? I guess because the word nepotism is the same in my, okay, yeah. Okay, good. So that's why, good deduction. So bruschetta, burrata, and panna cotta. Which one of these got added into the one of the American English dictionaries for 2024? Which one do you think that it is? Sorry, this is a quiz for one. So, A, B, or C? So I'll help out a little bit here. It is not panna cotta. Panna cotta came into the dictionary in 2018. And it's not bruschetta. That came into the dictionary in 2014, which surprises me because that's been around on Italian menus all over the place for a long time. And so the answer is actually burrata. So this mozzarella type of cheese, I guess it's not mozzarella, I don't know, that is a type of cheese. It looks like a ball. It's very fresh and you tap into it and it's very creamy. It's a delicious cheese. So burrata got added into the dictionary this year. And then I was curious because then I was wondering when did pizza and pasta come into the dictionary? So anybody want to take a guess when pizza and pasta as words came into the one of the American dictionaries, into the Merriam-Webster dictionary? Any guesses there? I don't know if my comments are frozen. Hold on, let me go back and see. Nope. Okay. So pizza and pasta. Oop. Okay. Somebody else is going live. So pizza was added in 1961 and pasta was added in 1962. And then I got curious because I wondered if this word that we have in English nowadays, umami. I don't know if you've heard of this. This is a Japanese word for a different taste. Umami. Here, I'll put it up here. Hold on. Where umami, because I was curious, because I thought this is something that for me, I heard the first time maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So I was thinking there's no way on earth that this just came that this is in the dictionary yet, or maybe it came this year as well. But umami was actually added in the Merriam-Webster dictionary in 1985. While it's been used in Japan for many years before that, its inclusion marked a widespread recognition in English-speaking cultures as a distinct taste. It's kind of alongside sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. So it's like an additional, a fifth taste in a way. When something is sort of hearty and warm, I guess. Not warm, I don't know, but warm in taste, if that can make sense. I'm sorry, my nose is dripping. Excuse me. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. Okay, so let's take this off real quick and let's move on to our next one. And let me see what I've got for you here. Okay, so what new word can you use for a light, what new word can you use for a light work of escape fiction? Okay, so I don't like the way I phrase this. This sounds really weird. So what word can you use for something that's like a light kind of read, something that's fiction or a thriller or romance? Would we call this kind of literature, would we call this a beach read, cafe lit, or book binge? Which one would you say is the word that we use for this that came into the dictionary this year? What can you tell me? I'm sorry. Beach read, cafe lit, or book binge? Which one? Hey, Omer. Hey, Omer. Thank you. I appreciate your kind wishes for me. I appreciate it. And thank you for being here. Thank you very much. I had planned this quiz and had it all prepared, and I had said I was going to do it. So I didn't want to go back on it. So you guess A, beach read. Okay. Omer, have you got a suggestion maybe of what it could be, the answer? So a light read, something fiction, something thriller, like a romance, something that's not a heavy piece of work to get through. So Renita is guessing A, and hey, Lorena, darling, thank you. Appreciate it. Beach read, exactly. So, folks, exactly. A beach read, this is something that's a light thing to read. It's not something that's going to force you to think a lot. And it's going to be something that you just sort of sit at the beach and read. Although I have to say, when I go to the beach, when I read anyway, then it's always stuff that's very heavy or, learning something. It's never nice. Like if I go to a beach, then it's, about someone surviving the Holocaust, or it's about someone who's dying of cancer. It's, I'm sitting on the beach and crying, and yeah, it's not nice. But I don't like light reads somehow. Anyway, so let's move on to our next point. And Lorena, we just had one, I don't know if you were here, sweetie, about Italian food, and burrata got added to the dictionary. So these are all words that got added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary this year for 2024. So beach read has now been included into it, and burrata. So, next one. Which of these British words was added to the American dictionary? Okay, so these are classic British words. So was it snog, pissed, or chuffed? And if you want, you can add in a little additional thing and you can tell me what any of these words mean. Because we have pissed as well in American English, but we use it differently. Thanks, guys, that you came because I was feeling kind of alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to not do these, I guess, on a Saturday. I took a poll and many people said they would want to do quizzes on a Saturday, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think I need to do it during the week at like 3 p.m. or something. I have to find a better solution. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Renit, for the pressure. Okay. Hey, Brad. Hello. Welcome. Okay. So, what do you think? Which British word finally got added to the American dictionary, to one of the American dictionaries? Is it snog, pissed, or chuffed? Anybody have an answer for me? I can tell you that it is not chuffed, which is a word that for me, I always feel like it's a negative word, but it's actually a positive word in British English. I think it's like you're super excited and you're happy, but for me, it always sounds like I'm chuffed, but it's not. It's actually a good word. You don't hear Americans say this word at all. Yeah, so chuffed is not the answer, and chuffed is like excited. Renique guesses A. I still guess A. Okay. Yeah, so A is the correct word, actually, snog. And I guess it's because of a lot of different British TV programs coming to the United States, and they hear this word and then it gets incorporated. Exactly. So snog is the right word. And just to give you an idea, should you not know what that means, it means to kind of make out and kiss with someone. And an interesting one here with pissed is that in British English, this means you're drunk. And in American English, it means you're angry. So pissed in American English, I'm really pissed off. I'm pissed means you're angry. And I'm pissed in British English, you had too many drinks, too many alcoholic beverages. So yeah, let's move on to our next one. And I think this is a fun list of words because it's, some new, some y'all know, and some, yeah, it's kind of an interesting list. So, what does the phrase touch grass mean? Touch grass. So, to decorate your home with living plants. B, to take a mental break. Or C, to disconnect from digital devices and reconnect with nature. Which one do you think makes sense for touch grass? Let me see if I have any other information to share on this one as well. um, yeah, I don't. Any guesses that we have? So, to decorate your home with living plants, or B, to take a mental break, or C, to disconnect from digital devices and reconnect with nature, to touch grass. What can you tell me? So, let's see. I'll give you the answer about that. So, to touch grass means that you disconnect from digital devices and reconnect with nature. Yes, sorry, Lorena, your answer just came in. I don't know if we have a bit of a delay, but the answer is C. So in a way, it's also B because you take a mental break, right? But really, it's so to disconnect from digital devices. Exactly, exactly. So C. So you can tell your kids if they're on their phones all the time. You're like, you need to touch grass. It's time. You need to go touch some grass now, to get outside, get away from your electronic devices, and yeah, explore something new. All right, let's move on then. Let's see. So, our second to last one for today. Which originally British term, now mostly attributed to Australians, was added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary in 2024? So, all of these words are words that got added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. That is a big American dictionary, and every year they add new words. So, this is a term that is typically Australian nowadays. Is it Brawley that got added, Sheila, or Brecky? What would you say? Um, what can you tell me? So, and let me see if I have anything else that I would like to add to this. Yeah, I do. I have a lot to add to this. So, any guesses? I think we have a bit of a delay with the guessing thing. So, Brawley, Sheila, or Brecky? So, Lorena, you're going with C, okay? Brecky. And Lorena, we're taking your guess. It's the correct one. So, Brecky. So, Brecky is short for breakfast. And somehow, in some way, the spelling got changed. So, there's not Break. Right. So it is C, definitely. It's just, but they spell it differently, brekkie, as a cute way of having breakfast. It's often a casual, relaxed attitude towards eating in the morning, having a nice breakfast with pancakes and eggs and cereal. So it's breakfast. Exactly. Everyone's right. Exactly. It's a C. And brawly is for an umbrella. Yes, Brawley is an umbrella, and Sheila is a woman. This is all in Australian slang or in Australian terms. Yeah, so I think that's kind of interesting. And actually, the word brekkie has only been around since 1904, so it's not that old in the English dictionary as well. I thought that was kind of interesting. And last but not least, let's see. Last but not least, we have, what does the term cash grab mean? Is it when someone steals money? Is it when the act of pursuing an opportunity primarily to make money? So, like, is this something that these people do so they can try to make money? Or is it C, when a teenager is nice to the parents only to get money? What do you think? Which one's to grab money? So, to take someone steals money, to pursue someone who's trying to pursue something. Sorry. So grab cash. And this is kind of fun. I didn't know this. This is something that's new for me. I wonder if it's new for you as well. I didn't know this. Um, so any guesses that you got for me? Sorry, folks, I'm so snotty. I can tell you that it's not when someone steals money. It's not that. Let's see. Hard question. Yeah, it is. Brad is going with B. Yeah, and Lorena's guessing C. Okay, so then so Brad, you guessed B, and you are actually correct. Okay, the act of going for an opportunity, like so pursuing for going for an opportunity, primarily to make money. And now here are some examples which I think will make it a little bit clearer. Is that when a pop icon, so like when your favorite, let's say like Beyonce, okay, she puts out an album, everybody buys the album, all right? So everybody goes to Spotify, down or whatever, buys the album, and then like 4 months later, there are additional songs that get added. It's like this extra several songs that get added. So you have to buy the album again. And so this is like a cash grab when you try to make more money out of something that you've already made money off of. Another one is like when you have all of these Marvel things or anything with TV or entertainment where the first one was super successful, and so they try to kind of milk it and get as much out of it as they can by producing sequels, like lots and lots of sequels to different TV shows and stuff. So these are examples of a cash grab when you try to make more money out of something that you've already made money from. And last but not least point that I would like to share with you, thank you everyone for showing up today. Sorry, Renate, that it was a little bit of a shocker here with being stuck with me alone for a while. Let's see. You're welcome, Brad. So in the Merriam-Webster site, and I'm going to write this because I really was very impressed. I don't really go Merriam-Webster. You should check this out. I know a lot of you who are here right now really enjoy learning, and their website's really good. They have words of the day. They have like games for words and stuff like that. So I would definitely check out their website because it's a good tool for learning English. And they do these things where they have words that come in and the word of the year. And the word of the year for 2024, unfortunately, is polarization, which after the election that we had in the United States, and with many different topics, it feels like in the world, that polarization does unfortunately seem like it should be the word of the year. So polarization, we click that off. Polarization. That is the word of the year. So they do a word of the year. They add new words into the dictionary, and yeah, but it's a great place to go and check out. I'll pop it up again for you so that you have that there. If you want to check it out, their online website, I highly recommend. And I am going to go now and get back into my pajamas and be a good sick person today. You should do a lesson on gotcha, even though I use it. But it's always good to learn more. Yes. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. I probably won't do a quiz on a Saturday anymore. I think we've learned it's yeah, not so good. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for coming. I knew I needed tissue. Hold on. I've run out of tissues. Thank you. Thank you for wishing me a speedy recovery. Appreciate it. Yes. So take care, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for all of you who showed up and participating. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Bye.